everybody, Jake Moran with Keller Williams, and today we're going to laugh a lot together. A lot of us have had maybe the most challenging 18 months of our lives in the last 18 months or so, and so it might be good for us to just have some laughter together and learn something if you're at all interested in buying a house right now, or you know someone who's maybe frustrated they haven't been able to find the right house yet. When I sit down with new clients, one of the first things that we do is we kind of go through your major checklist items. So things you definitely want to have or definitely don't want to have in the next house. We try to keep that pretty well defined and not get too lost in the weeds of details. However, I know that I do that differently than a lot of real estate agents because I've got a little more experience and I pay more attention than maybe your average real estate agent. And I'm going to show you some of those things today so that if you're in the process of trying to find a house somewhere, or you know someone who is, you can let them on to know the contents of this video, give them a laugh in their day, and they can have a conversation with their real estate agent, or they can reach out to me if they just need a different perspective maybe on how to find the house they're looking for. So, to make it a little bit more entertaining, and so you don't roll your eyes through the whole process of what we're about to share, because you're going to get a little frustrated in the midst of your laughter at what I'm about to show you. I'm going to do this next part of our video in my, I don't know if it's world famous yet, but it might be world famous soon. My British accent, okay? This is a crowd favorite when I'm in the office and when we just need to get a rise out of somebody who's having a hard day. We go straight into across the pond, Jake in his British smashing, flawless British accent. Okay, you're about to laugh with me at me. And if you have complaints about my accent and you don't like it, I don't have time on my schedule to respond to you. So I have plenty of time if you'd like to do something in real estate. Oh, we're going to have some fun together. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you. We're going to go straight to our wonderful Zoom feature. We all hate the word Zoom. It's like the worst four-letter word. It replaced another four-letter word because it did. So here, what we're going to look like. Number one. All right, this is one of my favorites. Yeah. This property is built in 1935, is a monstrous, smashing 540 square feet. Somewhere in that 540 square feet, which is approximately 1.25 standard US garages, or as you say in Britain, garage. 540 square feet, you can probably not fit 3 cars in. However, somehow we have managed to find 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. It's amazing. Space, the final frontier inside of that house. Yeah. However, if you've been looking for an open concept, it's some real estate agents. When it asks for dining features, it doesn't mean physically how many human beings could be eating inside at any one point in time. That's not what seats 12 means, okay? No. It's not open. It doesn't seat 12. You maybe could hide 12 people, but that's about it. You can't feed yourself if you're hiding like that. Yeah. Okay. Told you laugh with me and at me. Nailed it. All right. This one, look at this. It's nearly $1 million US. That'd be like 14 euros right now, I think, somewhere that conversion rate. 3,695 square feet, and somehow we're calling this an A-frame. Not quite sure. Maybe it used to be an A-frame, and it was built in 1930, and it just over time it settled a little bit and flattened out there. It's not. It doesn't look like the letter A to me. It looks like you could maybe jump your bike off the top. Yeah. Something like that. All right. Next one. We love it here. This one looks like it might be prison, but it's okay. Somebody might buy it for 330. Yeah. 720 square feet. Built in 71. oh, look, you could move it too. And we're calling it a great room down here for your dining feature. If there's no walls on the inside, it does not mean it's a great room. It just means you could maybe get it at the parking lot of Home Depot or Lowe's or your favorite hardware store. There's little sheds in the back. That's about, it's got the open. It's not a great room inside. It's where you put your wheelbarrows, your shovels. That's what you do. All right, this one. Brand new construction. It's built. It's not even finished. This is a computer-generated image, and the agent who's representing the builder selling this for $315,000 US is calling this an A-frame. It's not an A-frame. It's not. You need to go to the internet and type in A-frame and look. It looks like a freaking letter A. It doesn't mean it has a roof with a pitch on it. That's not, no. Help me help you. Jerry Maguire. All-inspiring performance by Cuba Gooding Jr. All right, $425,000. If you can believe that, it might be sitting on crude oil, so maybe it's a fair price. Yeah, 756 square feet right here. I keep losing my mouse. I would love to know why this thing is called the mouse to begin with. And somebody, you can tell me later. Also, you built a front porch on it. That's congratulations. It's amazing. That front porch probably cost you about $100,000 right now. Putting a roof on it does not qualify it as an A-frame. It's not. Help. Someone help. This one, yeah, $450,000. It is almost 2,000 square feet. That's not a bungalow. I don't care what, France, Switzerland, Germany, Camden, New Jersey, it's not a bungalow. 2,000 square feet is not a bungalow anywhere. I don't know how to help you, but get help. It's a nice neighborhood called Riverside. There's no bungalows in Riverside. There's bungalows on the riverside. Yeah, the tents, that maybe, but not that one. No. All right, 1,500 square feet somehow in that house right there. Oh, look at it! It comes with a great room. You remember it? It's a great room right there. It is marketed as a both single story and a multi-split level home. Spoiler alert in construction world, those are mutually exclusive. Multi means more than one, such as 2 or 3 or 14. One is usually meaning 1. So, yeah. Oh, look at this. Brilliant. This right here is why when we're searching for homes, we don't try to restrict the search too much, because this agent is just lazy. They're lazy. They tried to put this in between their 4-putt on the golf on hole 6. This is what they were doing. That's why they don't have any descriptions in here. Right. Couple more. Stay with me. $600,000. If you can believe it, this could be yours for only like a little over $500,000. Yeah, it's a free 2. It's also somehow magically an A-frame. Are you catching on that most real estate agents have absolutely no idea what they're doing, putting in a listing? Oh, and right, yeah, so it says 1.5 stories, crawl space, yeah, right here, generally not considered a story at all. That's, maybe storage, but not a story. And shingle siding, interesting choice here, yeah, with the shingles. Say most places in the world would call that plywood.
and a 4x8 sheet of plywood. Quite frankly, I don't know how big your house would have to be to look at that and think that was a shingle. However, no. Okay? Yes. This is the struggle that I deal with on a regular basis. Oh, this is my backyard. Yeah, this is close to it. Yeah. It is little over 3,000 square feet and comes with the entire city of Flowery Branch. Yeah. 2,087 acres. Or the listing agent inputted incorrectly with a fat finger, as we say in the US. This is also why when we're searching for property size, we usually don't get too restrictive, because if you were looking for, I don't know, like 2 to 5 acres, like 85,000 people are right now, everybody wants 2 to 5 acres. This is not on your radar at all. It doesn't come up on your search. It's invisible. It's like a vampire. It just shows up at night when you're asleep and you don't know. This is just an error. Why does error have 2 R's in the beginning? It's not error. It's not. Well, The Wanderings of the British Soul by Jake Moran. All right, last one. Built in 1950, 850 square feet, over $300,000 somehow. And we're also calling this a great room. It's not a great room, is it? You're smart. You've caught on. Yeah, I like these. You're in construction is other. You know what that means? It means the listing agent didn't pay attention when they were there. That's what that means. Because there's like 15 options. Everything, just about everything is on there. Yeah. However, I would like to applaud them. This is, generally speaking, on planet Earth, considered traditional construction or a ranch floor plan. They've got single story right. This is literally a modern miracle. And we're back. So everybody had fun with that. And I hope that you saw just how important it is to have your search be set up accurately to find the things you really want, while being flexible enough to mitigate someone else that you probably won't ever meet if they put it in like this. As a quick testimonial in this video, I had a client about 1.5 years ago that was looking for a pretty specific property in a fairly well-defined area. And I came across this property, and it was about, I just go on, I have my auto searches set up, then I go do some extra digging for my clients just to see if I can shake anything loose. Sometimes that's going around neighborhoods, knocking on doors. Sometimes it's mailers. Sometimes it's just kind of working connections that I have to try to see if anybody knows anybody. Well, this particular property had been on the market for about 10 days. And at this point in the market, that was like an eternity. Couldn't figure out what the deal was. And because it was in a really high demand area. And when I pulled up the listing, I immediately understood why this was still on the market 10 days in. The acreage was not put in, nor was the square footage. The square footage showed as 0 and the acreage showed as 0. So everyone who was looking for maybe a minimum of 1,800 square feet, or maybe a minimum of a half an acre, this property was completely invisible to hundreds and hundreds of qualified buyers who would have loved to call this home home. My client got to do it because I went in, eliminated some of the filters that we were initially looking through, spent a little bit of my time doing some digging, and found it. And it's been a great property for them for the last 18 months. So if you need somebody who can maybe just think a little bit outside the box of how a traditional agent thinks and get you where you want to be with those big boxes checked, I'm your man. I'd love to help you out. My information is coming up, and I hope this lightened your day, and feel free to watch it again.
I do not do this for birthdays or bar mitzvahs. So sorry.